What is going on, all my PokePeople? Master Kobra here, and today is not a Pokemon TCG opening. It is going to be a HAVOC Pack Battle League video, in which I go over and tell you guys who pulled what, who beat who faced who when, what time, all that great stuff. So I wanted to do a recap video for our HAVOC Pack Battle League, so here we go. Week 2 HAVOC Pack Battle League, starting with the Johto division this past Saturday, February 25th. Yeah, I had to look at my calendar. Alright, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we had 716 Gaming and the Niagara Rapidashes versus Pokemon and the Sioux Falls Beedrills. Now, 716 had just come off a huge win against Pokeball by pulling a, I believe, secret rare Nest Ball, so he was 1-0 coming into this. And Pokemon was beat by, I think, PokeX and the Dendemil Dragonites. So, and I don't recall what they pulled in that video. I think it was pretty close though. If not, I'm a reporter. I get things wrong. But it wasn't a high scoring match. It wasn't a lot of points. 716 pulled an Alolan Dugtrio Holo and that was his only pulls. And this week the competitive pick by the Awesome Couple was if your rare was the same type as, if your energy card was the same type as your rare, so if you got like a Serena Holo and your energy was a grass type, then that would be a point for you. So that'd be like a 3-pointer pack. But anyway, so 716 pulled a Alolan Dugtrio and that was it, so he got 2 points for this match, and Pokemon just barely edged him out with pulling an Espeon GX. That was his only pull, so no reverse rares, no energy competitive picks were pulled for that battle, so Pokemon came out with the win and is now currently 1-1, and also 716 with this loss is now 1-1 as well. So it looks like it's going to be a tight division this season I should say. Alright, so next match was an hour later at 10 a.m. Eastern, and it was Gotta Pull 'Em All and the Austin Arcanines versus PokeX and the Dendemil Dragonites. As I referred to, PokeX had beaten Pokemon in the first week, so he was coming into this 1-0. And Gotta Pull 'Em All did not win or lose. He tied with KC Crane. So he is 0-0-1 coming into this. And again, it was not a heavily high-scoring game. Gotta Pull 'Em All pulled a Gigalith Holo, which, side note, is probably my second favorite Holo in the set. It just looks good, right behind the Arcanine. Arcanine just looks gorgeous. But anyway, so he pulled a Gigalith Holo, which was worth 2 points. And he was just barely beaten out by PokeX because PokeX pulled a Kangaskhan Holo, and then right at the end he pulled a Kangaskhan Reverse Holo Rare, which gave him 3 points. So yeah, Gotta Pull 'Em All came up just a tad short, just the luck of the draw, and he is currently 0-1-1, so no wins for him. And PokeX is moving up, I believe, into first place with a undefeated record of 2-0. And the next match of Saturday, and the last match, was at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard against Pokeball, who had lost to 716 Gaming the week 1, and the Slateport Scythers. Jeez, I couldn't even talk. And against KC Crane and the Delaware Houndooms, who again tied Gotta Pull 'Em All. And Pokeball did not want to lose this one for sure, because his only pull in his last pack was a full art Lily, which is a beautiful card, one of the most sought after in my opinion in the set, behind not the most sought after, but one of. So he did not want to lose this one, and KC Crane came up just barely short with pulling a Beware Reverse Rare and a Sharpedo Holo. So she ended up with 3 points, and Pokeball ended up with 4 points, putting Pokeball at 1-1 and KC Crane at 0-1-1. So there were no dominating forces this week. It was just barely edged out by 1 point. So, you know, that division could go either way. It's still way too early to tell. There are 8 more weeks to go. And yeah, so my division, the Kanto division, faced off each other Sunday, February 26th. And the first matchup at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time was Cast the Nerd and the Victinis versus Cephasmon and Pikaliz and the Downy Diglets. And I know firsthand that Cephasmon and Pikaliz came into this 1-0 because They beat me last week. So, and Cast a Nerd lost to Mouse Alchemist last week. So she wanted to come in here, I know, with a win to not go, you know, excuse me, 0-2. And she pulled an Umbreon GX, which was her only pull. So she got 3 points. And we got another tie because Cephasmon and Pikaliz pulled the Primarina GX. So they got 3 points. So no one won or lost this game either. So a lot of ties around recently. So Cast a Nerd is ending off week 2 at 0-1-1, and Cephasmon and Pikaliz are ending off still undefeated with 1-0-1. And match 2 at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time was myself, Master Kobra, versus Falcons Gaming of the Tech. I personally, no dissing to anybody else, I love that because it's a Charizard. So it was my Lily Cove City Lunalas versus the Texas Zard Pit. And this was the one game the entire weekend that we both scored very high. Falcons Gaming pulled a reverse rare Volcarona from his Steam Siege extra pack, and he also pulled a Serena reverse and a Primarina GX. So he got 5 points. And before I go any further, because I'm an idiot and I forgot, we were both 0-1 coming into this because Tony KGB beat Falcons Gaming last week by pulling a secret rare switch, and I lost his Cephasmon and Pikaliz, so I was 0-1. So he pulled 5 points, which is a really... That's pretty good. Most of the time you can't ask for anything better than that. However, the awesome couple who are sponsoring us blessed me. I thoroughly thank you times 20 million%, guys. I got 8 points. I pulled a Lurantis GX, which is one of the most competitive cards in the game. In the set coming into this, I know a lot of decks are revolving around Lurantis, so that was a good pull. A Primarina reverse rare, and then my last pack I pulled, and I believe I was the only one who, no I wasn't. I was the first one to pull a competitive pick energy because I got a Primarina GX and a Water Energy, the same pack, which is completely nuts. And this is crazy because Primarinas are pulling up all over the place. Definitely the most common card this week was a Primarina GX because I pulled one, Falcon pulled one, and Cephasmon and Pikaliz pulled one. And I believe that was... Yeah, so the Kanto division really loves their Primarinas, even though I don't like Primarina at all, and I pulled 2 of them. So I finished the week with 1-1, and Falcons falls to 0-2. And now the champ is here, reigning champ, Tony KGB versus Mouse Alchemist. We're both 1-0 coming into this. Mouse Alchemist beating Cast the Nerd last week, and Tony beating Falcon last week. And Tony, running the Cleveland Haunters, pulled a Poliwrath Holo for 2 points. And in his pack, he also got a competitive pick because it was a Water Energy, so that is 3 points. And he also pulled a Serena Reverse Holo Rare, so 4 points for Tony KGB. And Mouse Alchemist also pulled a Poliwrath Holo, but she did not pull a competitive pick, and she pulled a Sandigash Reverse. So had Mouse pulled a reverse rare or something, just something else, you know, a competitive pick, a reverse rare, or another holo something, she could have either tied or beaten Tony KGB. However, that is not the case, and she finished with 3 points. So Tony edged out another victory, putting him at 2-0 with 4 points, and Mouse fell with 3 points and is now 1-1. So both divisions, there is no like heavy hitter quite yet. Honestly, the heavy hitters right now would probably be me and Falcon, though Falcon, because of the points, how many points we pulled. Falcon and I are the only ones that went over 4 points. I went crazy, and Falcons kind of went crazy too, just because of both reverse rares and this GX. So most of the time, you're not going to see, you know, many people pull over 5 points, it seems like. Tony KGB and 716 were blessed with a secret rare last week, so that was crazy. And this week, Falcons and I were just blessed with amazing pulls. So, you know, looking forward to week 3 of season 2. I don't know the matchups off the top of my head, but I'm going to tell you the matchups. Next week, it is non-division matchups, so it's going to be different opponents going head-to-head from different divisions, and we're going to be opening up breakthrough packs, not Sun and Moon. It's going to be Cephasmon and Pika Liz versus 716 at 9 a.m. on Saturday, March 4th, followed by myself facing my good friend Pokeball at 10 a.m., and then Tony KGB versus Gotta Pull 'em All at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, finishing off the Saturday matchups. And then Sunday matchups will be Mouse Alchemist versus PokeX at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Falcons Gaming versus Casey Crane at 10 a.m., and Cast the Nerd versus Pokehon at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I know a lot of people need a lot of wins here, or at least a tie, just to kind of stay into it. Though ties really seem to be a factor here. If you tie twice, I think that's ruining your chances of potentially making it to the playoffs. So I would say a definite must-win would be Gotta Pull 'em All, Casey Crane, Cast the Nerd, and Falcons Gaming for sure. Definitely, we need to dethrone Tony this week and PokeX. They're both 2-0, so we all gotta try and get our best pulls out there, guys, because we can't let people run away with this just yet. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you want me to continue doing these reviews, these recaps, I know this is a bit long. I'm just trying to get used to this. Let me know, guys from HAVOC. Please let me know in the comment section below or in our group chat what you think, how I did, because I really enjoyed doing this. I enjoyed, this definitely gets, me to watch a bunch. I'll get a lot of people to watch because a lot of these matchups were really good. So thank you again for watching. And this is Master Kobra and the Lily Cove City Lunalis signing off.